So today's video is a little bit different. We are going to look at first a little jewelry hanger that I thrifted. So I'm just filling in all of my earrings and my rings and my bracelets. And it was a pretty good steal for $7 at the thrift store. Then we are looking at some creations that I made this week. So starting with some sugar water because I made lavender syrup with my grandma. So right now we just turned the burner on and stirred in all the sugar until it dissolved. So that took about 10 minutes because we did a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water, and then we let it dissolve and it took about 20 minutes for it fully to. And we picked some fresh lavender and put it in this mesh bag. We figured that it would be the best way to keep all the grounds out and the extra petals and seeds while also getting the best flavor. So once that was heated up and all the sugar was dissolved, we just added this bag and threw it in the pot of water to simmer for 20 minutes with the lid on it. Once that was done, this is what it looked like and it smelled so good. It was fresh lavender. After we let that soak, we started on some lavender soap. So Grandma had a collection of soaps that she had from different hotels from her travels. So we took 2 different soaps and we grated them down into some really fine grains so that we could add them to some lavender water. So I have a strawberry soap and it is full of glycerin, which is what they said was needed to break down the soap in the water. And then she had a milk soap. This was the progress that we had. It was another bag of simmering water of what filled with lavender so that we could seep out the flavor, as well as the lavender that we had going on for the lavender syrup. So here I was filling up all of the jars that we were gonna can. So I ended up with 14 full jars of syrup, and the flavor was so strong because we let it steep for so long. And here I just topped up one jar, the final jar, and we ended up switching over to a smaller volume so we could end up canning that one as well. And this was the canning pot that we had. So we ended up throwing all of them in there, and we had to do 2 batches because there were so many jars of syrup. So we added them in, and then they just had to sit for a half an hour in the hot water so that they would seal. And then it was the fun part of the soap. So we got to add all of the soap to the lavender water and stir it until it completely dissolved. And it ended up being kind of clumpy and didn't quite dissolve at the beginning. So we started and mixed it and then decided that we had to add some more of the glycerin strawberry soap so that the chunks that were left over in the soap would actually dissolve. And then by that time, the first batch of this lavender syrup was done, and we checked out the color of the soap while we were mixing it up, and continued to fill out the second batch of lavender syrup jars that we had going. And then this was the final product. So here was all of the jars that we had, and after we had the soap finished, we added it into these silicone cups so that they could solidify. And they ended up being so sparkly and shiny, and everything smelled so good. So we ended up with lots of lavender product.